Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for November the 15th. And I'm going to be pulling one card per sign. Everybody remember, we do have the contest still running, so you want to put a comment down below. And so as I pull one card per sign, those of you who know your sun sign, you can get a little tidbit of information of something that's going on during the day. Those of you who know your sun, moon, and rising, you get a little bit more. And those of you who know all your planetary placements, this can actually end up being pretty juicy. Once again, we've got a lot of activity with these cards. Those of you who have been watching me every day, you know that this deck has just been going kind of crazy as I've been shuffling lately. And so obviously we have that coming up again. But so far only with one card, so we're happy about that. Thank you guys very much for being here. We're going to go ahead and get started. So Aries, your card came out first, and it came out kind of sideways. We've got the Page of Wands showing up in a sideways sort of way. And so what I'm really feeling like is that there is somebody who is giving you some kind of message today, and they're coming at it in a very sideways type of way. Let me adjust this camera. I hate it when it's not straight. So this is somebody who is kind of coming at you, sort of dropping hints, making implications, sort of beating around the bush. They're not being very direct in their communication today. I do feel like this is somebody who has an idea that they would like to get you on board with, but like I said, they're definitely not handling it in a direct way. So you may have to ask a few questions to really figure out what's going on here and what they're actually going for. Okay, so that's Aries. Next up we have Taurus. Taurus, you guys have the Queen of Pentacles. This is telling me that you are feeling highly abundant today, and you're sharing some of your abundance with somebody in your sphere of influence. You could be host or hostessing a party, depending on your gender. You could be just sharing. This is really just sharing. You could be sharing information, you could be sharing money, you could be sharing resources, but this is sharing. And generally this is sharing in the hopes that whatever you're sharing is going to be something that the other person can really use and appreciate. Okay, so let's see. Let's look next at Gemini. Geminis, you guys have the King of Swords showing up in reverse. This could be considered one of your court cards, but this is just telling me that you are, you've got a situation where you've already made some plans, and now you're just following up on those plans and following through with them in a very logical, predetermined type of manner. You're not really, you're really good at focusing on goals and targets, and I think that you're not allowing yourself to be distracted from that, okay? Cancers. Queen of Cups, whoop, whoop. Okay, so Cancers, this could be considered one of your court cards. And so Queen of Cups is just telling me that you are, what do I want to say here? I feel like you're really going out of your way to nurture and encourage some people in your sphere of influence. I don't feel like this is just one person. I think this is more than one. So this could be employees, this could be subordinates, this could be family members, this could be friends. You could have a meetup group that you facilitate. But I do think that you are definitely going out of your way, like I said, to be encouraging and uplifting to people around you. And I can say that I think today it would be pretty safe to say that people could be thinking of you as a mother hen based on how you're acting. All right, so that's for Cancer. Next up, let's look at Leo. Leos, I think you guys had this card earlier this month too, where you're making a decision about something that does not impact only you, but also other people as well. And so you're trying to really use good discernment and good judgment as you're making this decision so that it works out well for everybody involved. Virgo. Queen of Swords. Okay, so Virgos, this is telling me that you guys are being very creative and very logical about what you're doing. It looks to me like you are making some kind of strategy, some kind of creative strategy. I feel like for some of you, what you're doing is you're actually making gifts for people. or for a person, and I think you're using your creative powers to do that, but I think you're also very much using logical powers of planning things out and really getting that strategy together about how it is that you're going to put this thing together for those of you who are making something as a gift for somebody else. For others of you, though, this may not be that you're making a gift for somebody else, but to me this comes across as strong strategy, planning out, figuring out how you're going to accomplish something. Okay? And let's see, who was that? That was Virgo. Next up, let's look at Libra. Libra's Five of Cups. This is telling me that there's something going on that is leaving you feeling disappointed today. I think you got this within the last 10 days once too. Maybe it wasn't you. I think it was though. Anyway, the whole bottom line when we get a card like this is to really think about, okay, so everybody's life has some disappointments. How am I going to react to those disappointments? Or maybe I should say, am I going to react or am I going to respond to those? What am I going to do with those? Okay. Next up is Scorpio. Scorpio. Knight of Cups. What is going on here? So for some of us, this is actually self-care is what I'm hearing, that we are doing some things to take care of ourselves. We may be even journaling or doing some type of ceremonial work as our self-care. And for others of us, this is taking some type of romantic action along with somebody else. Could be that as well. Either way, I think we're feeling like we're being pampered, whether we're pampering ourselves or whether we're letting somebody else do that, or we could be pampering somebody else as well, especially for those of us who are male Scorpios who are watching this video. Okay? Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Sagittarius. Eight of Cups in reverse. Well, there's a card we haven't seen in a while, isn't it? Eight of Cups in reverse just means that there was a situation that left you feeling depleted, so you walked away from it, and now you're walking back to it. So I hope that you have a really good reason to expect things to be different this time, because walking back to a situation that really didn't have you feeling so hot the first time around. Next up is Capricorn. So Capricorns, you guys have the Ace of Swords showing up. Whoop, whoop. This is the first time in the last 10 days that it's shown up right side up. I like it. Actually, this is one of those cards. I like it whether it's reversed or whether it's right side up. Either way is really good. So the Ace of Swords right side up, for those of you who are Capricorns or have Capricorn placements, just means that you are having a new epiphany. You're having a new understanding of something that you didn't fully understand before. Or maybe you didn't even understand it at all. Kind of depends. It's going to be different for all of you. But this is a big enough realization that it doesn't just impact one part of your life, it impacts several parts of your life. And it helps all the puzzle pieces kind of go together in places where everything wasn't fitting quite as neatly before this epiphany. Okay, so that's for Capricorn. Next up, we're going to look at Aquarius. Let me take a little sip here. I apologize, guys. So Aquarius, you guys have a fantastic card, or at least I think it's fantastic. This is my independent, self-sufficient card, looking out for yourself, taking care of everything, and having all of the supplies and the resources that you need as you do that, and even having enough to share with others if you want to. But really, self-sufficient and independent are the two main things that I see whenever I look at this card. And also, if you look at her, she's pretty happy. You know, she's got a lot of things going on here. First of all, she's got finances with those pentacles, or plenty of energy, so not only finances but good health, things like that. And then if you look what she's got hanging from, I don't know if that's from a tree or from a ceiling. It's kind of hard to tell if she's inside a building or not. But, you know, she's got some herbs hanging. This could very well be somebody who's a medical woman, you know, a medicine woman or an alchemist of some kind. Maybe she works with fragrances. But, you know, it looks to me like whether she's working with healing or aromatherapy or whatever, looks to me like that's highly profitable for her. Okay, so this just tells me, Aquarius, that you're in a really good space as far as your health goes, as far as your energy goes, as far as relationships go. You've got a lot of relationships that are definitely two-way streets where you're not the one that's giving all and, you know, somebody else is taking all. Just feeling really good about the life that you have going for yourself and knowing that you can be totally self-sufficient if you should happen to need to be. All right, next up, let's look at Pisces. Pisces, Pisces. You guys have the Sun card showing up in reverse. This just tells me that you are offering encouragement, enlightenment, and upliftment to somebody in your sphere of influence today. A lot of you, this is going to be more than one somebody, but for some of you, it'll just be one. Either way, it's a really good card because you can't really offer that stuff unless you have it yourself. And so you're in a really good place today, Pisces, and you are helping other people to come into a really good place as well. Woo woo. So thank you guys very much for being here. Looking forward to doing readings and Reiki sessions for you later on today for some of you. And the rest of you, I'll see you back at the next video. Peace out.